बात सबने कहवानी હું પ્રીતમને થઈને મારા પ્રીતમની થઈને હું પ્રીતમની થઈને રહેવાની. Hi everybody, welcome to the Mondays with Merchant of Venice. Today me, Krishna Lavangwala, is going to have a proper conversation with all of you in terms of answering the questions which keep ringing in your mind every now and then. So the common question that I have been asked by the audience is, why Merchant of Venice? Why Merchant of Venice as the first play from the Midday Theatre? And I think the answer to that is very simple. Because the play Merchant of Venice is very close to my heart. When I read Merchant of Venice back in my college days, it had a very different feeling, it had a different idea of perceiving the play. But over the period of time, with the kind of exposure I got in terms of dealing with the play, I think the attachment towards that play became stronger and became very wide in terms of understanding the play. Beyond the context of anti-Semitism, marriage, patriarchy, religion, I think what Merchant of Venice has personally done to me is the lines, the words, the way the conversations, the way the dialogues have been formed by Shakespeare himself is something that I'm very attached to, because these words, they just don't bring out the meaning, but they bring out emotions to every minute line that a character might have had. The play itself begins with, "In sooth, I know not why I'm so sad." So each word over here consists or has a very stronger significance to that emotion of being sad. And I think that is what Shakespeare has done, not just with the first dialogue, but through all the dialogues that come in the play. To any dialogue, whether it could be Prince of Morocco, Prince of Aragon, could be Tubal, could be the messenger, or anybody in the play, I think even the tiniest role, tiniest character in the play has a lot of importance through their words crafted by Shakespeare. More than that, Merchant of Venice is not only limited to my personal liking towards it, but I think Merchant of Venice is somehow relatable in the context of our own country itself. I remember when I was teaching this play to my kids back in 2020, I had to explain, or I had to introduce this play in a manner that they could relate what I am talking about. And I think the way I managed to help them understand the two extreme religions coming together and having a long-term rivalry in terms of how another religion would pull down the former one or the latter one, the entire context of religion. And India has been facing that since a long time, so that made my children easier to understand, or that made my children help understand the context of Christians and Jews, to contextualize the same replaced with any other religion in India. Apart from that, Merchant of Venice has very interesting sources. So originally Merchant of Venice was taken from a play by an Italian writer named Giovanni. He had written a play named Il Pecorino, and based on Il Pecorino he wrote Merchant of Venice. However, that does not just stop over there. Il Pecorino has a very important reference of a pound of flesh, which has been taken from our Indian mythology named Mahabharata. And it's from there that the pound of flesh has been incorporated by Shakespeare in The Merchant of Venice, around which Shylock and Antonio have a lot going on with terms of that 1 pound of flesh. Yes, those are several things that make me so close to Merchant of Venice that I don't think to begin the Midday Theatre without any Shakespeare play would have made any sense to the entire theatre group, because if it is theatre, if it is drama, nobody better than Shakespeare, at least for me. So that is it from my side, and yes, I hope I have answered all your questions.